good news to share, and yes, I'm sick, but still here working hard. A few weeks back, we shot a show titled Hidden Real Estate and Mortgage Tax, and we talked about our clients' interest rates being driven higher due to these hidden G fees and the government then taking all that money and spending how they see fit. As we mentioned, the MBA was already fighting back, and we asked others to join the fight. Well, wouldn't you know it? NAR did respond, and I don't know if they already had a plan, or if they responded to our show or the MBA, or maybe they responded to your guys' pressure, but they did, and they've picked up the fight, and for once, NAR and Lenders stand united in a fight with a common goal. Pretty cool. Realtors, please respond and take action. The site to take action is below. Click on it and actually do something about it. It's super easy, and then make sure everyone in your office takes action as well. This industry has been gutted and stuffed with overregulation, and we haven't fought back yet. You'll be surprised what we can do if we stand united. NAR, MBA, and the NBA and others work together to unify our voice, and we may finally get things done around here. And maybe we'll actually stop all this nonsense that's been going on lately. Hashtag tread fail. Speaking of an industry that has been gutted and stuffed with overregulation, appraisers. Hey, if you like overregulation and underpaid and thankless jobs, boy, do I have a job for you. Now, let's just commiserate for a minute. Market Watch released an article last week titled 10 Things Real Estate Appraisers Won't Tell You, besides the fact that their turn times suck. Now, let me highlight a few. Number one, we don't know your neighborhood. Sheesh, tell me something I don't know. Article states one unintended consequence of the Dodd-Frank reform, keyword being one because there were several, AMCs are increasingly sending out-of-county or out-of-state appraisers to calculate property values. This happens because AMCs in some cases assign homes to appraisers essentially at random, thus resulting in appraisers being assigned to a property and an area they're not familiar with. Stop me if you heard that one before. Moving on, number two, banks and lenders don't trust us still. They will hire us to appraise their assets, but when it comes in at value or maybe too high, they will order a second opinion, not to mention they've doubled an appraiser's workload and file size, all while cutting their pay. Now that sounds like rock solid logic to me. I can't imagine why this industry doesn't have more new blood coming into it. The next one speaks to this as well. Number three, the barriers to entry on this job are significantly higher than, say, I don't know, realtor or a lender, the people that actually sell or finance these homes. Go figure. Simply becoming a trainee requires 75 hours of classroom time, according to the Appraisal Institute. To become a licensed residential appraiser, which only allows the appraiser to examine homes that have a value of $1 million or less, it's another 150 hours of classroom time involving finance topics and valuation and market analysis. Qualifying as a certified residential appraiser, one of the highest levels, takes another 210 hours. Moreover, any appraiser that works with a federal agency must be certified on what's known as a national registry, which has even more requirements. Say what? Oh my God, these poor guys and gals, all for what, a couple $100? Okay, I'll stop there, but as you already know and as you can see, we do have a problem, and once again, it's the brainchild of Dodd-Frank. We do need to address this at some point. This industry too is aging, with over half of the appraisers in the age range between 51 and 65. And let's be honest, young people aren't really banging down the door to become an appraiser, and who can blame them? There's several more that we didn't cover today, and you can click on the link below to read them all if you'd like. I don't really have a takeaway for today's show, just merely commiserating with you all. I do know that something needs to change, but sadly this is down the list of bigger issues for the real estate industry right now, and I feel bad for these guys and gals. I mean, we really should go out and I'll give a hug to an appraiser today. I mean, their life is really tough. Anyways, the links are below. Share the show because you know we're right on with this topic. Shed some light on the issue, and maybe, just maybe, we'll stop all this nonsense. Or, you know what, we can do nothing and continue to enjoy the appraisal industry as is. See you guys next week. I'm coming over, running every red light to hell with a closure. Save it for another time. Try not to think about you, but it ain't worth. You'll be surprised what we can do if the big advocacy... You'll be surprised what we can do if the big advocacy... I can never say that word. Advocacy. You'll be surprised what we can do if the big advocacy... You'll be surprised what we can do if the big advocacy... What is another word? I can never say that word. You'll be surprised what we can do if the big advocacy...